Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Fummeee. If you're new here, you're absolutely welcome. If you haven't, please subscribe and let us get into today's video. So on today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make 3 different types of kolanut for your traditional or cultural cake. So the first thing you're going to need obviously is your fondant or your gum paste, and I'm going to be making this kolanut first, which is called the bitter kola here in Nigeria. So all you're going to be needing is a brown fondant or brown flour paste. This one has dried out a little bit, so I'm trying to knead it out to get all the cracks because I was using it under the AC, so it has dried out a little bit. So I'm going to be kneading it. So I used the brown color, just the normal brown color, to color my fondant, and then I put a lot of CMC powder because I wanted it to dry really fast. I didn't want it to be very soft while I was working with it. So all you have to do to create this fondant is put your fondant between your fingers and then just rub it till you're able to achieve that bitter kola shape. So just keep rubbing the edges until desired shape that you want. The reason why I got this bitter kola is just so that I can have something physical to mirror it after. So as I'm working, I'm looking at the objects that I'm trying to create. So I'm going to be using this fondant tool that I have to draw the lines that are present in the bitter kola that I have. So I'm going to be drawing the lines, putting the dots, and that's the quick and easy way to make bitter kola for your traditional cakes. So I'm going to be making another one so that you guys can see it clearly, and then we're going to be moving on to our next kolanut. Now the next kolanut we're going to be making is the normal kolanut or the typical kolanut. I'm going to be using burgundy color. A little goes a long way when you're coloring your fondant. The first time you apply the color, it's not going to seem like you have applied any color. It's just going to look like, oh, it's not enough. But trust me, by the time you color it and leave it for some time, the colors become deeper. If you can see at the beginning, it looks like brown. Every time I use this color sometimes for my students, they're always like, this is not the right color. And I'm like, just chill. This color grows on you. After you're done coloring, just work on it, do what you're creating, and leave it for some time. And then gradually it starts to change. It's such a weird color, but I'm going to be doing the same thing I did with the bitter kola, which is to try to mold it into the shape that I want it to be. And then I'm going to be taking my wilting edible marker and just marking the black lines around the kolanut to mimic the black lines on my real kolanut. Now I'm using the edible marker, but if you cannot get edible marker, because I know sometimes it might be difficult to get the edible marker, you can use your normal Monami marker or normal black permanent marker, not temporary marker. Because if you use your temporary marker, by the time you put it down and raise it up, the whole black color is stained and smeared. So try to use the permanent marker and then just create your lines. So that's what I'm going to be doing with this now. Using the permanent marker looks better for me, especially when I allow the kola nuts to dry. the colors become richer. They're not as sharp as they are when you first apply it. So after drawing your lines around the Kolanut, that's all you need, man. Does it look like a delicious Kolanut? No, Kolanut is not delicious, I know, but it does look like a Kolanut. So we're going to be moving to the next type of Kolanut, which is the yellow Kolanut. If it has another name in your tribe, what do you guys call Kolanut in your tribe? Please leave it below. So I'm going to be doing this yellow Kolanut. I couldn't get fresh yellow Kolanut. Usually they're really yellow, they're not as brown as this. They start to become brown like this when they have stayed for a longer time in the shops. So to make this Kolanut, I'm just going to be coloring my sugar paste, flour paste, or fondant with a very light drop of yellow. So just a very tiny drop of it, and that goes along. So for the color for this one, I'm using the Acabado lemon yellow, and I'm just using a tiny drop of it to achieve the color for it. Trust me, like I said, these colors go a long way. If you put it assuming, oh, it's not yellow enough, after some time the colors become stronger. So if you apply too much, then it starts to look like something else, like it starts to look too yellow or too purple. If you can see, our purple Kolanut beside us is very, very purple right now, but at the beginning it wasn't that purple. So try to minimize your usage. Don't waste your colors. You don't have to waste your colors. Now I'm talking about when you use Acabado colors. I don't know about any other type of colors, but you have to try the color that is around you and then see how it goes. And after you create the shapes, take your marker again and draw the lines. I usually just use this permanent marker. I usually don't use the food marker because the food marker is not as sharp and it doesn't give me the effect that I want. So you can use the food marker or you can use the permanent marker, whatever you prefer. But now we are done. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. After a few days, my kids could not tell the difference, but I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye.